Welcome. Thank you so much for being here. I'm Alexandra, and today I'm going to guide you through just a brief standing practice. So you don't necessarily need a mat or any props, but if you want any, you're welcome to have them with you. So to begin, we'll just start standing. So just find yourself nicely kind of rooted to the earth, feeling into your feet, kind of moving up the body, traveling the awareness from your feet up towards the crown of your head, just noticing. You might even close the eyes here or just find a pointed, focused gaze, a drishti. Beginning to become aware of your breath. And the way that the inhale lifts you closer up towards the sky. The way that the exhale softly and gently drops you closer to the earth. Really bringing some integrity into your standing posture, your mountain pose, Tadasana. Begin to shift yourself forward into the balls of the feet, onto the toes. Perhaps you might really lift your heels and kind of become aware of your balance. Testing the balance here. And then drop the heels down if they're lifted. Really send your weight into your heels, lift your toes. And you might even lift the balls of the feet. Pulling the navel up and in to support you in that motion. And if you stumble, if you fall out of this posture, just come back into it. And then we'll land the feet down, really grounded through the entirety of the feet. Let's shift over to the right side, really leaning into that right edge of the right foot, feeling into the arch of the left foot. And then lean over to the left, really feeling into pinky edge of left foot. Feel into the arch of your right foot, really leaning. Good, and then breathing in, find yourself back at the center. Good, then really come into contact with your knees. So bring your awareness there, and kind of just squeeze the muscles around your knees, finding this upward lifting motion. And then lift up through your thighs, squeeze your glutes, lift up through your navel. And you might find this very slight tuck of your tailbone underneath you. And think about drawing your ribs closer towards your hips. So it's almost like you're creating this fortress right on the front side of your body. Really strong here through the core. You find this nice brace of the core. And then we'll lift the shoulders up towards the ears and then roll them back. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. But still continue to draw the ribs down towards your hips. Slight tuck of the tailbone forward. Glutes are engaged, thighs are engaged, knees are lifting, feet are grounded, pressing down into the earth. And let your palms be open. Let the palms face forward. Maybe the eyes are open or closed. Can you bring some softness to the eyes? Bring softness through your face, a relaxed jaw. And from this powerful stance, from this space, together let's take a slow breath in through the nose. And open your mouth, sigh out, release. 2 more times like that. Deep breath in. And deep breath out. Good, another breath in. And exhale. Good, now. Retaining all these points of engagement. As you breathe in, send your hands wide, reach all the way up towards the sky. Really lift your shoulders up towards your ears, touch your palms together. And then as you breathe out, draw your hands together right at your heart. Pressing right hand into left hand. Pressing left hand back into right, feeling yourself centered. Tap into your heart's awareness. Really noticing what you feel. both physically and energetically. Noticing the rhythm of your heartbeat, the natural rhythm of your breath. Noticing what lies within Anahata Chakra, the heart space. So without intellectualizing too much, just becoming aware of what's right on the heart today. Whatever might be here, can you welcome in compassion? Can you welcome in patience? And you might even welcome in acceptance. So, without trying to change or shift anything here, just becoming aware. So there's no need to hide. All of you is welcome here. So next breath in, send hands wide, reach all the way up. Really reach, feel the side body muscles lengthening. And then as you breathe out, fold forward. So draw your navel in with you as you fold. And you might keep the legs long here, or you might bend through the knees, and you might begin to shift yourself from side to side. So maybe you bend really deeply through one knee and then the other. Maybe you shake your head yes and no, really relaxing through the neck, tucking your chin towards your throat. You might find a bind with the hands here. Maybe you hold on to your opposite elbows. You might clasp your hands near your low back. Maybe the arms drape over you, drape forward. Or maybe you clasp your hands right at the back of your neck, inviting a little more space between each vertebrae in the neck, the cervical spine. And then wherever you are, give yourself another breath in. And then as you breathe out, release any bind you've chosen. And then let's take two fists and we'll place them right between the arches of the feet. This is how we will measure out our hips width. So finding this nice stack of the hips over the knees over the ankles. And then from here, take a breath in and find your halfway lift. Hands can come to the shins, maybe they come to the thighs. Think about pulling the navel up and in, and draw the elbows towards your ribs. Good, really pull your shoulder blades together here, and then pay attention to your neck. So see if you can push your chin back towards your throat. So it's not dropping the head down, but you're just pulling your chin in to lengthen the back of your neck. The crown of your head, the very top of your head is reaching forward, and your sitting bones are reaching back. Nice flat back here. Get yourself another inhale. And then as you exhale, fold, pull your navel in, really hinge from the hips. And maybe you shake your head yes and no once again. Then root down into your feet, and as slowly as you possibly can, begin to roll up vertebrae by vertebrae. So moving really slowly here. Let your head be the last thing to rise. And once you rise, breathe in, send your hands up high. And again, breathe out, hands come to the heart. Take a moment to pause right here and welcome in gratitude. Thank yourself for carving out this moment of peace, this moment of clarity, a moment to connect deeper to yourself on all levels. Physically, really feeling into your precious body, the vehicle that allows you to experience all of life. Really feeling into your energy, the life force that gives you this experience of life. Finding gratitude for it all. And next breath in, send hands wide, reach all the way up. This time, interlace your hands up above your head, send the index fingers up high. And then breathe in, really reach up nice and high. Find that length through the side body muscles. You might even kind of wiggle through the ribs here. And then as you breathe out, let's bend over to the right. So really reaching up and over to the right. Press your left hip out to the left, push down into both of your feet. And you might shift your drishti, your vision, up underneath your left arm. But keep reaching to the right, keep pressing your left hip out. Find that length from left fingers to left hip, down to left foot. And then breathe in, make your way back up to the middle. And as you breathe out, let your hands drape down next to you, palms face forward, come back to your Tadasana, mountain pose. And just take a moment here to observe, feel. Notice the left side of the body. Notice the right side of the body. And then on your next breath in, send hands wide. Interlace the fingers the opposite way this time, and let your opposite thumb rest on top. Index fingers still point up. And breathe in and really reach up. Let the biceps squeeze against the ears. You might kind of wiggle yourself up. Squeeze the glutes and then breathe out, bend over to the left. Push your right hip out, press into both of your feet. Reach up and then over to the left. Maybe the vision, the drishti shifts. See if you can keep your shoulders and your hips in line with each other. So there's a tendency to want to lean forward or back. See if you can just remain centered. And one nice long line of energy. And then on your next breath in, make your way back up to the middle. Reach the hands up, and then breathe out and drape the hands down. Again, return to Tadasana, palms faced forward. This time, let's touch the tips of the index fingers to the tips of the thumbs for Gyan Mudra, the seal of wisdom, the seal of your intuition. So calling upon your inner guidance here. Explore how you feel on the right side of the body, the left side of the body. Then breathe in, sweep hands up, and breathe out, fold forward, pull the navel in. Good, breathe in, find your halfway lift, and breathe out, fold down. Good, push into your feet, this time with a flat back. Rise all the way up, so pull your navel in as you rise, reach the hands high. Good, interlace your hands together up above your head once again. Kind of wiggle, lift through the sternum, lift through the navel, squeeze your glutes. Good, as you exhale, begin to push your hips forward, lift the sternum up high, and drape your head and your arms back ever so slightly, but see if you can keep your arms right in line with the ears. Keep sending hips forward, really taut through the legs. Maybe there's a bend in the knees, but see if you can push hips forward and lift up through the sternum, finding this back bend from the thoracic spine. Steady your breath. You might feel the body shake. Can you stay with it? Steady the breath. Good, then breathe in and reach up. Neutralize the spine. And breathe out, hands drape down next to you. Once again, return to your Tadasana and find your Gyan Mudra. And then allow the eyes to get heavy or let the eyes come to a close. And just see what you can notice here. Again, breathe in, reach hands up. And breathe out, fold down. Bow, humble yourself. Plant down through the right hand, maybe the right fingertips. Bend deeply through your right knee, and then breathe in to send your left hand up high. So press down with the right hand to turn on the right obliques and reach the left shoulder back towards the right shoulder to spiral the chest open towards the sky, opening and offering your heart to the sun. Good, take one more breath in to really reach up through the left hand. As you exhale, swing the left hand forward, really reaching forward. And then drop your left hand down, swap it out for the right hand, bend your left knee, and then breathe in, sweep your right hand up high, shifting drishti over to right. Maybe shifting drishti up towards right thumb. Maybe you come onto your left fingertips, but really press down, feel the side body muscles working. Take one more inhale, and as you exhale, sweep your right hand forward, big side body stretch, and then the right hand will drop down. Good, bend your right knee, breathe in, send left hand up high, and then breathe out, reach the left hand forward. So finding like a little dance here, bending through left knee, breathe in, sweep your right hand up high, and then breathe out, reach your right hand forward, and fold. Breathe in, a half lift, lengthening spine, pulling navel in, drawing shoulders together, and breathe out to fold. Good, now widen your feet, heel toeing the feet out away from you, maybe 5 or 6 times. Draw your heels in towards you, point the toes out, and then deep bend through the knees, begin to sink the hips down into your malasana, your yogi squat. Good, then you can use your elbows here to gently pry the knees a little further out away from each other. You can shift and rock from side to side. And make sure that you feel really nice and grounded and rooted here. So pushing into the side edges of your feet, pressing into the inner arches of the feet. And if it would feel better to keep your hands grounded, you're welcome to do that. If you have a block, you might place it underneath you here. But just continuing to gently open the hips, finding a bit of movement. And then allow yourself to settle. Perhaps the hands come to the heart center. Maybe the eyes come to a close. Good. Now, finding a lot of integrity in this posture, finding your strength. See if you can squeeze your glutes and externally rotate the hips outwards, like you're pulling the knees out away from each other. Push into the pinky edges of both of your feet, and then send the hands out in front of you. So maintaining your posture, using the strength of your legs, the strength of your glutes, and taking your drishti right to the tips of your thumbs. Breathe steady. One more inhale. And one more exhale. Good, now drop your left hand near your left foot. Maybe use your tricep and gently push it against your knee. Breathe in, reach your right hand up and back. So feel the length between the fingertips here from left hand to the right hand. Feel the space between the wings. And then on your next exhale, the right hand will drop down near your right foot. Again, you might use your tricep against your knee, push it away. And then breathing in, the left hand will reach up and back. Maybe the gaze shifts. You feel the length, feel the reach between the hands. Take another inhale. And then exhale, drop both of the hands down and lift your hips up. Find your standing forward fold, heel toe, feet about hips width once again. Maybe you find that little measurement using your fists. Good, breathe in, give yourself a halfway lift. And breathe out, fold down. Good, breathe in and rise all the way up to stand. Hands will reach. And breathe out, draw hands to the heart. So last little bit of effort here. Really come back into that integrity within your Tadasana, your mountain pose. So feel your feet here, feel your knees, quads and hamstrings, the glutes, the navel, the shoulders. Check back in. Find your power. connecting to solar plexus, Manipura, just above the navel and right about where the ribs start to part. So your center of power. Pull that center in close towards you and lift up. Now from here, get really rooted, weighted through your left foot. You might even splay the toes out and press down into your toes. Draw your hands together at your heart and then breathe in to lift your right knee up and in. Keep your right foot flexed here. So the navel's lifting. Squeeze your glutes, maybe even draw the pelvic floor up. And then as you breathe out, take your right ankle to your left knee, begin to soften into a little figure 4 standing posture. And then just breathe here. Steady the drishti, gazing upon something unmoving. Really studying that breath, smooth it out. Give yourself another inhale and an exhale. And then on your next breath in, rise back up, right knee will come in towards you, the hands will reach up towards the sun. And as you exhale, begin to airplane your arms back, begin to slowly hinge from the hips. Kick your right foot back, really kicking through that foot. Driving heel back, drawing toes towards you for an airplane pose here. And maybe the right foot lands, it grounds back behind you. Maybe it remains lifted. Pull the navel in, squeeze your glutes, remain engaged through both legs, draw the shoulders together. Breathe in, and then as you breathe out, step your right foot to meet the left, back to Tadasana. Maybe the eyes close. Maybe you find Gyan Mudra, connecting to your intuition. What is it that you can feel here? Breathe in, send hands wide. Reach up. And breathe out, fold forward. Inhale, half lift, extend. And exhale, fold forward. Good, breathe in, rise all the way up to stand. And then breathe out, hands come to the heart. And as you rest here for a moment, check in, come back to your powerful stance. Remain connected to the heart. Root down through your right foot this time. And then breathe in, begin to lift the left knee in towards you. Keep your foot flexed. Squeeze glutes, pelvic floor, navel. And both of the legs are really working here, but remain soft through the face. Relax jaw. Give yourself a breath in. And as you exhale, take left ankle to right knee, hinging at the hips, sinking the hips back, but remain lifted through the heart space. Lifted through the navel. And steady the breath. Press your thumb knuckles into your sternum. Come into a state of observance. Continuing to become curious about your present experience. What can you feel right here, right now? Yourself an inhale and exhale. Next breath in, reach the hands up, draw left knee up high. And then as you exhale, airplane your arms back, begin to extend left leg long. And maybe you ground your toes right away, or maybe the leg stays lifted. So you can draw navel in, so you can square the hips as much as you can, and pull the heart forward, drawing shoulder blades together. Find Find your drishti. Take a deep breath in. And then as you exhale, step your left foot to meet the right. Find your Tadasana. Perhaps find Gyan Mudra. Index fingers touch tips of thumbs. Let's breathe in, we'll send the hands up high, really reach, find so much gratitude. And then as you exhale, draw hands to your heart, pulling that gratitude in. Really deeply thanking yourself for making this time for this connection. Thanking yourself for exploring both body and energy, both heart and mind. And I so deeply thank you for joining me today. I hope this practice brought you a sense of gratitude, a sense of expansiveness, and a sense of compassion for yourself. Hope you have a wonderful day. Let's take a deep breath in together. And as we exhale, we will just bow the head, drawing chin towards the throat to honor the self, to honor one another, and to honor the sacred practice of yoga. Namaste. Thank you so very much. I'll see you next time.